Hello everyone, I'm Rashmi Mangla, working as an assistant professor for the BBA department of St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. The subject which I take up here is Human Rights and Values. This is our 20th lecture of HRV and we were already doing Unit 4. We had studied about value in our previous lectures, and now today we'll be studying about value education, objectives of value education and components of value education. Okay, so let's begin. Now, when we talk about education is a kind of knowledge that we provide to the students. Education enables the minds to find out the ultimate truth, which gives us the wealth of inner light and love and gives significance to our life. So basically education, it enlightens us. It is basically knowledge based and information oriented. That is, we get a lot of knowledge and we get information via the means of education. But when we talk about value education, in value education, what we cover mainly, see, in education we cover the all these subjects which are very much subjective, and which deal with specific areas. But when we talk about value education, it is a very wider concept. And here in value education, we try to inculcate moral values in students. We teach them about the life skills here in value education. So let's just see it in detail. According to C.V. Good, value education is the aggregate of all the process by means of which a person develops abilities, attitudes and other forms of behavior of the positive values in the society in which he lives. So value education is the aggregate. It is the composite of all the process via which a person develops his abilities, his attitude and various behavioral forms which are all of positive values. So that means he inculcates positive values so that like from within the society in which he lives, so that he can use those attitudes, those abilities and those forms of behavior in his life. Now, main purpose of value education is to ensure that learners are able to realize the true worth of education beyond textbooks. So in value education, we our aim is to make them realize that why the actual worth of education that is beyond the textbooks. In normal education, you study whatever is the textbook material, but in value education, you get to know about life skills. You'll get to know about the concept which is beyond the textbooks, which is outside that specific area of books. So value education is a many-sided endeavor and in an activity during which young people are assisted by adults or older people. So young people, they are given assistance. उनको assistance कौन देता है? Older people who are in school, who are in families, who are in clubs or who are in various religious and other organizations. Why? To make explicit those underlying their own attitudes, to assess the effectiveness of these values for their own and others' long-term well-being, and to reflect on and acquire other values which are more effective for long-term well-being. Basically, what is done, that the people who are older than us, at times you would have seen, your parents, they tell you about many things. They teach you from the childhood itself. It is the first teacher is the mother. We usually say that. The first, not only mother, father is also teacher. See, basically our parents are the ones who teach us about good habits from the very childhood, when we are very small. So from that time itself, they start telling us about good things. This is right, this is wrong, this is bad, this is good. So why are they telling us? Because they are assisting us, because they are elder than us, because they are elder than us, they are the ones who have our experience of life. So just like that, all the people in our lives to whom we are connected and who are older than us, they all people help us in achieving such kind of values. Alright. So that was value education. And when we talk about value education, in schools also. Like for example, when you are taught to respect others, when you are taught to cooperate with your team members, when you are taught about, to maintain the dignity of others, what are you actually being taught? You are actually being given the values, you're actually being given the moral values, that these are the things which are good for you, and these are the things which you have to learn, and you have to keep them for lifelong, because they actually are become a part of your behavior in the long run. So that is all about value education, wherein we learn about moral values basically. So let's see various objectives of value education. Now there are a lot of objectives of value education which can be taken up as follows. Now first one is full development of child personality in its physical, mental, emotional and spiritual aspects. See, we are covering every sphere of the development. Full development, wherein physical aspect is covered, mentally also he gets developed, emotionally also, and spiritual aspect of the child is also developed. So basically, it is a holistic development, wherein all the spheres of life or all the spheres of the development are covered. Then inculcation of good manners and of responsible and cooperative citizenship. So via the main objective of value education, by giving value education, what do? We try to inculcate good manners in the students or in the people, and so that they become responsible, and so that they become cooperative citizens of the society. See, now good manners means, all the values, like you should be sincere, you should be honest, you should be, responsible towards the public property, you should be responsible towards the rules and regulations. So everything comes along. And these good manners, they help you to become responsible in life, and they help you to become a good citizen also, cooperative citizen of the country. And then developing respect for the dignity of individual and society. Now value education helps in developing respect for dignity of individual, that is, we cannot harm anyone's dignity, and not only of an individual, of a society also. See, at times, it happens that कभी कभी आप किसी से रूड बोल देते हो, बट थोड़ी देर बाद आपको रियलाइज होता है that शायद मैंने वो गलत बोला था, that was not the way that you had to react. So how do you realize that mistake? आपको कैसे पता लगता है कि वो गलत था? Because you have certain moral values. ये चीज़ें आपको बचपन से सिखाई जाती है, that we have to be polite with everyone, we have to talk to everyone nicely, we don't need to be rude to everyone. So just because you have those values in you, and that is why you know that you should respect others, you should respect their dignity, and you cannot harm anyone's dignity. So value education, it develops that respect within ourselves. Then inculcation of a spirit of patriotism and national integration. See, through the value education only, we can generate a spirit of patriotism and national integration in people. See, at times, people, they are very, they don't even consider the public property, or, they don't respect their national heritage. So how can that be promoted? Only when you have good moral values, only when when those things are told to you, when you have that instinct that yes, this is, although this is for our country, when you have that self-possession thing, so then only you will have a respect towards the national things also, and you will have a sense of national integration and patriotism. So value education helps in inculcating that spirit within the individuals. Then developing tolerance towards an understanding of different religious faiths. Now, tolerance is developed towards the understanding of different religious faiths. See, there are so many religions. If we talk about India, there are so many religions which are followed. So we need to develop a sense of tolerance, that whatever is happening, you need to learn to tolerate. You need to respect each and every religion, and you need to understand the culture of each and every religion. And you should even have faith. That's it. Like, just like one has a faith in our religion. If somebody is a Hindu, they have faith in their religions. So similarly, we should respect and have faith in the all the cultures that are a Sikh is having or a Muslim is having. So we need to have tolerance for them, and we need to also have faith in different religions also. Then, because ultimately it will also generate a sense of unity amongst everyone. Then, developing sense of brotherhood at social, national and international levels. Yes, see, value education, it develops a sense of brotherhood. When you learn to treat everyone equally, when you learn to respect everybody's dignity, when you are polite with everyone, when you understand every other person's mindset also, so gradually a sense of brotherhood develops. And what is helping in this development of brotherhood? Value education is the most important point, which is helping in the development of such sense of brotherhood at social level, that is at community level, at national level, within the country, or at international level also. A sense of brotherhood can be developed if we inculcate moral values within us, if we learn about value education. Then, helping people to have faith in themselves and in some supernatural power that is supposed to control this universe and human life. See, what is that supernatural power? What do we assume? At times there are things which are not going on good in life. So what do? We go to the temple, we visit God, isn't it? We pray to God for things to get better. So what is God? God is also a supernatural power. So we have certain belief in God, that yes, we are praying to God, God will help us in getting out of the troubles whichever are going on in our life. So value education helps in people in having faith in themselves. लोगों को अपने ऊपर भी भरोसा होता है, and they have faith in God also, in some supernatural power also, which is according to them supposed to control this universe. Who is controlling the universe and the human life? According to us, it is God who controls. So God is a supernatural power who is controlling the universe. So we need to have faith in God also and in ourselves also. And value education helps in connecting with it. And then, enabling people to make decisions on the basis of sound moral principles. We need to make people, value education, it enables people in making decisions on the basis of moral principles. When one has moral values, so on the basis of those values, whatever decision they take, those moral values are also helping them in taking such decisions. For example, if somebody is telling you, go and steal the money, अगर आपके पास पैसे नहीं तो हम जाके चोरी कर लो, तो will you do that? Will your instinct allow? No, because you have those moral values. So आपको पता है कि that stealing is not a good thing, so you'll not do that. So moral values or value education, it enables people to make the decisions on the basis of moral principles that they have. Okay. Then, evolving the evaluation criteria on value education. Now, whatever is the evaluation criteria, see, whatever decision we make, whatever whatever thing we have to evaluate, we evaluate it on what criteria? On the criteria of value education. हम कोई भी decision लेते हैं तो we keep our values in mind, and on the basis of that we take the decision. So that is evolving the evaluation criteria on value education. The last one is suggesting measures for better utilization of value education. Now, we can also suggest measures that in, where else can we use this value education, what else better utilize it. We have learned that, these are the objectives of value education, and it helps us in these spheres. So apart from this, where else can we use it? We can suggest measures for that also. Alright. So these are the objectives of value education that we've seen. Now we'll see the components of value education. Now here are some of the important components of value education. We have mainly 6 components. Let's see them one by one. First one is moral education. See, character or moral education is very important component of value education. Why? See, moral values or moral education, it helps an individual to become good-mannered, well-behaved, socially acceptable well-beings. See, our moral values are what, make us different from one or the other. Maybe, you are very polite, you are very decent and very calm, whereas a friend of yours, he's very naughty and he's very, he's very inquisitive and he's not disciplined also. So, it is the moral values, which make you, which help you help others in judging you, and which make you different from other individuals. So this moral education is very important, and it helps in people in becoming good mannered or well behaved and socially acceptable also. Then we have health education. Now this type of education, it is designed for individuals to gain knowledge. Via health education, what we do is we gain knowledge and skills to maintain one's or another's personal health. So the aspect of education where we learn about these skills or knowledge of maintaining good health of ourselves and of another person also. So that is health education. Then we have environmental education. Now environmental education will be dealing all the decisions relating to the environment. See, this education enables individuals to explore environmental issues. Individuals can explore, they can get to know about whatever issues are there in the environment and take essential steps to or essential measures to solve them. They can help in solving those problems, and it also helps them to take responsible decisions to maintain environment quality. To maintain the quality also, those people, they can take viable decisions also who are undertaking environmental education. Then we have population education. Now population education would help the students in understanding the problem of population explosion, or the problem of population growth and impact of this population growth on economic development and standard of living. So students will be able to understand all about that in population education. Then we have physical education. Now this is basically essential area of learning. It helps in building the confidence, and it encourages the students to participate in various physical activities, and physical education at at the intermediate level also. So we have physical education as a part of our subject. In some schools in 11 12 we have physical education as an additional subject, and sometimes it is as a main subject also. So basically students they get to have a knowledge about all the physical activities, and they get to get involved in those physical activities by learning this aspect of education. Then last is yoga education. Now it is an instrument of development of personality, positive thinking, tolerance, and it creates healthy body and healthy mind. So yoga education is also a very good sector of education, wherein we can develop our overall personality, and we can even have a healthy body and healthy mind. So these are the various components of value education. That's all for today. Let's see the questions based on today's concept. What is value education? Explain its objectives. Explain the components of value education. Stay tuned for more lectures. Thank you.